Happy Monday, beautiful! Novak here, of course, the woman to reach out to when you are ready to heal from your injury the way you want and uplevel your life with ease as a result of this. So today's topic is a very important but also painful one. And even if you are not injured and you're still watching this video, I'm absolutely positive that you know how it is when you are in pain. It's not pleasant. It's not like, oh yes, please give me more of this. I'm so enjoying this. And yes, there are people out there who enjoy pain, but majority of us, or especially when we are injured, it's, you just don't want to experience this sensation. It's not like, yes, give me more of this. And yes, I want to have the longest recovery possible. That is just not the case, right? So today's topic, why I decided to do this video, is because I see so often women and men with injuries ignoring their body's messages, or not necessarily ignoring, even though sometimes that's the case, but also not recognizing what their bodies are trying to tell them. So let's talk about what your physical pain is trying to tell you right now. So what is your body trying to tell you right now with the pain that you're experiencing? Now, before I go into details, let me just tell you this. Pain is a huge topic. And even though I would love to give you everything that you need to know about this sensation and how to get rid of it, it's impossible for me to cover everything in this short video, because then this video wouldn't be just a couple of minutes long, but it would be hours and hours and hours of content and techniques and approaches. And sometimes, even though you're getting information how to deal with something, many times the personalized approach, the personalized plan is what you actually need. But even though this is a huge thing, I'm gonna make sure that today you walk away with something tangible, something that is gonna help you to start experiencing less pain or potentially even get rid of it, and also to give you something to think about what needs your attention and what needs to be changed in your life or in this recovery process for you to start experiencing less pain or to stop experiencing this sensation. Deal? Okay, so pain. You're gonna hear mostly from other medical professionals, they're talking about acute pain and chronic pain. So acute pain is anything that happens from the moment that you injured yourself up to 3 months, and after this period, we talk about chronic pain. And it's a sensation that is very much also connected, not just to that injured part of the body and the things that are happening, with the healing. It's also very tightly connected to what is happening on the inside. So when we talk about pain, please do know that experiencing this is a normal part of the process. You cannot go through healing, through recovery process without experiencing any of it. It's just impossible. So know that it is a normal part. It's just like, having inflammation. Inflammation is a normal part of the healing process. However, you can have more inflammation. You can actually add more of that, more of the fuel to that inflamed area. And many times this is through food and what kind of foods you're eating. And it's the same with pain. Not necessary, however, also can be connected to nutrition, but many times it's also connected to what is happening on the inside. So today we're not gonna be talking so much about acute pain and chronic pain, but we're gonna be talking about physical pain and emotional pain. And this emotional pain can be also connected to mental pain, to spiritual pain, to everything that is happening on the inside. Because what you need to know is that pain is very tightly connected to different emotions, very often overwhelming emotions, things that are happening on the inside, fear and anxiety and sadness and depression and frustration and anger and everything that is actually a normal part of the healing process. But if you are not dealing with this, if you are ignoring, I'm not gonna deal with this, I'm just gonna wait for a couple of weeks or a couple of months and then everything is going to be okay. If you're not dealing with this, you can actually experience more of this sensation, more of pain, because there's a really tight connection link between this. And the thing is that your injured part of the body right now is like a megaphone. So whatever is happening on the inside with you, you can, it's like a megaphone. It's huge on the outside. And especially when we're talking about pain that is going on for a longer period of time, or when we're talking about pain that it is there, but it's not there constantly. So it comes and it goes and it comes back, and sometimes it's stronger and sometimes it's not so strong, is really how your body is trying to communicate with you, trying to tell you something. And sometimes our bodies, they're whispering, it's like, hey, we need to deal with this. And sometimes it's screaming with you and it's a huge pain. And don't get me wrong, I mean, sometimes, yes, the pain is really just the physical thing. So what I mean by that, I have a lot of experience with acute pain, but even more experience with chronic pain. And not actually so long time ago, I had some physical therapy that was needed to be done because also my pelvis was rotated. So because of the rotation, because things were not how they should be, I was experiencing more pain. Absolutely, I was in pain. But the thing is that when this was done, when everything was back in place, let's say that way, I was still in pain. And I remember I was standing in the middle of a store with Jerry, and I was crying because I was just after the physical therapy, and the physical therapist told me, right now everything is fine with your body. There is nothing wrong with it. There is no misalignment or anything. Everything is like it has to be. So, the next part for you is really dealing with the things that are happening on the inside. And I remember, while I was crying, Jerry said to me, my husband, he said to me, well, aren't you happy and relieved that, there's nothing wrong with your body? And I actually said, no, I'm not happy. And the reason is, I'm not perfect. I have flaws. And even though this is the part how I help my clients the most, no, I'm not a surgeon, I'm not a physiotherapist, but I feel all the gaps between this. So how to actually heal your body from the inside out. And even though this is my expertise, yes, I have flaws. And in that moment, there was a part of me that was like, oh, but if only it would be just my physical body, because that means that I don't have to change anything. I don't have to do anything else. I still wanted to be just the physical part, but it wasn't. So what needed to be done is that, yes, I needed to change something. And we human beings, we just don't like change, period. If we could stay in a comfort zone, we would, and we would be happy, but things are actually not working that way. Many times, life or the universe or God or however you want to call it, your higher self, is guiding us through some challenges and struggles. And yes, injuries are a part of this because they're opportunities for us to see what really needs our attention. You know, your injury is just the top of the iceberg. The reality why this happened and what needs to be done is below the water surface, and it's a huge thing. But that's a topic for another video, or if we're going to be working together privately. So what I wanted to say is that, you know, pain, if you're experiencing a lot of pain, there are things that you can do right now. It doesn't matter if it's acute pain or if it's chronic pain, because like I said, pain is very much connected to your stress response, to fear that you're experiencing, to all the emotions. So first step is absolutely to calm your nervous system down. Now, this can be done by many things. One of the things that I worked on very early on was changing my perception, how I am perceiving my life, what is happening, situations, and it was also connected to, you know, to work and how overwhelmed I was with my job, with my work, what I do. And when I changed my perception, I actually decreased pain. So when we put ourselves from stress mode to relaxation mode, our bodies can relax and there is less pain. So one is, yes, perception and how you perceive what is happening. You know, what you can also do to calm your nervous system down. There are different techniques like meditation, like EFT, emotional freedom technique, different kind of things that calm your body down. And, you know, then for your body, it's not going to be necessary to scream at you like, come on, honey, we cannot live that way anymore, because it's going to be, oh, she sees this, he sees this. Okay, let me just be a bit more calm now. So that's one thing. But another thing is that even if you calm your nervous system down, so through different kind of techniques, it's not necessary that this is going to be enough. And the reason is because sometimes our bodies are also communicating emotional pain through this. And emotional pain, it's not necessary that it's connected to your injury, you know, to fear of walking again, for example, or frustration of not being okay, or sadness because you are not able to be outdoor in the middle of the summer, and so on. Sometimes emotional pain is connected to something else that happened in the past, in your past. So it can be from your childhood, it can be from 1 year ago, from 5 years ago, 10 years ago, decades ago, it doesn't matter. But the injury that happens can be, and it is many times, a trigger that actually helps you bring all of that you did not resolve in your past to the surface. And now, even though you're not actually aware, or sometimes people, they also ignore, like, I'm not gonna, you know, listen to this or deal with this or whatever, sometimes they ignore. What you're actually experiencing is that megaphone effect. Because there is so much of this emotional or mental or spiritual pain on the inside that is manifesting on the outside in your body. And when we deal with what is happening on the inside, you start experiencing less pain. Or, like I said at the beginning, I experienced this a couple of times, that I went from chronic pain. The first time that I experienced that was in 2017. I was in chronic pain for 8 or 9 months. It was just impossible for me to even sleep because I was in pain 24/7. But when I did this switch, when I dealt with what was happening on the inside, I went from pain to no pain in 24 hours, literally. And I actually wouldn't believe that this is even possible, you know, after months of chronic pain, to be pain-free within 24 hours. But it did happen because, like I said also at the beginning, pain is very tightly connected to what is happening on the inside. So, what is your body trying to tell you right now? If you feel or think that this is just the physical thing, then please find a physical therapist or a surgeon or whoever that can help you with your physical body, but do not ignore that it's not very likely that this is only connected to the physical part. There is absolutely, it can be a bit or it can be a lot that is actually connected to what is happening on the inside. So when you deal with that, you will start experiencing or completely eliminate pain that you are experiencing. And this is what your body is trying to tell you. And like I said, sometimes it's just a whisper. It's like, hey honey, we need to work on this. And sometimes it's screaming because you're not hearing me. I'm trying to communicate this and you're ignoring me. So, you know, listen. And when you get the answer, act on it. Because many times, let me tell you, what happens is that we get the answer, what needs to be done, but we ignore it. Because it's like, oh, this is probably not the reason. No, probably something completely different, something else. Many times that's not the case. So this is your homework today, to start thinking, what is your body really trying to tell you? Tune into yourself. Do a short meditation if necessary. Go from your head, because many times we try to explain some of the things, you know, just with our heads. Not some of the things, most of the things. We are just trying to explain this with our brain, with our mind. But that's not enough. Go from your head to your heart. Sometimes it helps if you just touch your heart and ask yourself, what do I need to, what am I not seeing? What am I not hearing? What are you trying to tell me? What do I need right now? And open to receive the answer. And when you get the answer, work on this. And it can be something that it's going to be done within a couple of minutes and you're going to be pain-free within a couple of days. Or it's something that needs a bit more of your attention. But it's a journey. And it's okay, because your whole life is a journey and you are safe, and it's something that needs to be done right now, because this injury gave you the most incredible opportunity for you to heal and to deal with what you haven't dealt before. So I hope this helps. Do let me know what came up for you after the short meditation, or after you journaled about, or whatever the process is. And of course, you know, if this resonates with you and if you feel that you would love to explore more of this with me, do reach out. Go to mayanovak.com, book a call, and we're gonna talk about this and see if and how I can help you on this journey, so that you not only start experiencing less pain, but that you also heal the way you want, and to, as a consequence, uplevel your life with ease. Sending you so much love, and I'll talk to you very soon. Mwah!